Elite networks rarely announce themselves. They do not seek visibility, validation, or mass recognition. Their power comes from quiet coordination, long-term trust, and controlled access. While public networks focus on exposure, elite circles operate through discretion and structure. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because understanding how these networks function outside public view reveals how influence, capital, and opportunity actually move in the real world, far from social media and headlines. 1. Access is earned through trust, not status. Elite networks prioritize trust over titles, wealth, or popularity. Entry is not granted by money alone, but by demonstrated reliability, discretion, and alignment of values. Members are observed over time, often through indirect interactions. Consistency in behavior matters more than impressive credentials. One breach of confidence can permanently close doors. These networks value people who protect information, honor commitments, and understand boundaries. 2. Communication happens privately and strategically. Elite networks avoid open platforms for sensitive communication. Decisions are discussed in private settings, secure channels, or trusted personal interactions. Information is shared selectively and purposefully. Silence is often intentional, not accidental. Members understand what not to say as much as what to say. Conversations focus on outcomes, timing, and alignment rather than opinions. This controlled flow of information protects leverage and reduces risk. 3. Relationships are long-term, not transactional. Unlike public networking, elite networks are built over decades. Relationships are not formed for immediate gain, but for long-term alignment. Members support each other quietly, without public acknowledgement or expectation of instant return. Favors are remembered, not recorded. Reciprocity exists, but it is subtle and patient. This long-horizon thinking allows trust to compound. Over time, the network becomes resilient, adaptive, and self-sustaining. 4. Influence moves quietly through recommendations. Opportunities in elite networks often move through private recommendations rather than public applications. Jobs, investments, partnerships, and introductions happen quietly. A single trusted recommendation carries more weight than public credentials. This system filters noise and reduces uncertainty. Members protect their reputation by recommending only those they trust. As a result, influence flows invisibly, shaping outcomes without public awareness. 5. Information is curated, not consumed. Elite networks do not consume information endlessly. They curate it. Members rely on trusted sources, private insights, and direct experience rather than public narratives. This selective approach reduces distraction and misinformation. Information is evaluated based on relevance, timing, and impact. Noise is filtered out intentionally. By controlling inputs, these networks maintain clarity and strategic advantage. What they know is often less important than what they ignore. This discipline allows focused decision-making and long-term planning beyond public cycles. 6. Power is distributed, not centralized. Elite networks rarely revolve around a single visible leader. Power is distributed across trusted individuals, each responsible for specific domains. This decentralization increases resilience and reduces vulnerability. If one connection weakens, the network remains intact. Members understand their role and respect boundaries. Authority is earned through competence and consistency rather than formal hierarchy. This structure allows flexibility, adaptability, and quiet coordination without drawing attention or creating public targets. 7. Privacy is treated as a strategic asset. Privacy is not merely personal preference within elite networks. It is strategic. Protecting personal lives, finances, and intentions reduces exposure to risk, manipulation, and external pressure. Members avoid unnecessary visibility and public signaling. Discretion preserves optionality. By remaining unseen, these networks operate with greater freedom and control. Privacy allows mistakes to be corrected quietly and successes to compound without interference. It is a shield that protects long-term influence. 8. Values are enforced through behavior, not rules. Elite networks rarely rely on written rules or formal codes. Values are enforced through behavior and social consequence. Those who violate trust or act recklessly are quietly excluded. There are no public confrontations or explanations. This silent enforcement maintains standards without drama. Members learn expectations by observing behavior rather than reading guidelines. This organic system reinforces discipline and alignment. Belonging depends on conduct, not declarations, ensuring cultural consistency across generations. 9. Time horizons extend across generations. Elite networks think beyond individual lifetimes. Decisions are made with generational impact in mind. Relationships, capital, and influence are structured to endure. Short-term gains are often sacrificed for long-term stability. This perspective shapes how risk is managed and opportunities are evaluated. Members are stewards rather than extractors. By extending time horizons, these networks outlast trends, crises, and public cycles, quietly preserving influence and continuity. 10. Visibility is chosen only when necessary. Elite networks are not invisible by accident. They choose visibility selectively. When public presence is required, it is calculated and temporary. Visibility serves a purpose, then recedes. This discipline prevents overexposure and preserves mystique. Power remains effective when unseen. By controlling when and how they appear, elite networks shape narratives without being consumed by them. The absence of constant visibility protects leverage and ensures longevity. Elite networks thrive because they prioritize trust, discretion, and long-term alignment over attention and recognition. Their quiet structure allows influence to move without resistance. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because understanding how power operates outside public view helps you navigate opportunity, relationships, and growth with greater awareness, patience, and strategic clarity.